cleansing breath in deeply into your belly. And I'm going to put some music on. And I invite you to just turn your volume up and start to move. We're going to play a game. So I'm going to put the music on, and then I'll randomly stop the music. And when I stop the music, I just invite you to drop into the same grounded space where your feet are just grounded and you're just witnessing. So here we go. And stop. Breathing. And just noticing how you're feeling, what's going on in your body, what's going on in your head. Dropping into this moment right here, right now. And
everything is so beautiful. Everything is so sublime. Colors change, symbols alive, symbols alive, where they live it well. How we reach out, rest your head, and soon colors come alive. Child with a bone on a deer. Child with a bone on a deer. Oh, and let the child go. Be right to the sun. As the silver fly, weaving to the world. Oh, let the child go. Be right to the sun. As the silver fly, weaving to
stop. And again, drop in or lack of heat. Maybe you feel a breeze, a fresh wind blowing. Maybe you just feel stillness. Just notice without trying to shift or change anything. Just completely stop yourself and drop into this moment. Feeling your heart pulse. Feeling this deep rootedness. Feeling your breath. And dance.
yeah, 'cause everything's nothing has ever changed. Because all we've done, Colors on we fly. We're moving to the everything is so beautiful. Everything is so simple. Colors we symbols of life, symbols of life, building river to river. How we shine, we're strong here, very soon. Colors come alive.
Stop. Close your eyes again. And just feeling and enjoying this energy, whatever energy is running through you now, whatever it might be, just see how much you can enjoy whatever it is. Breathe deeply into it. Oh, pink souls who are dancing during the music. But it's all perfect and all divine. So welcome again, everybody. My name is Ashini. Really happy to be here with you this evening to share these amazing techniques that I've learned and have had in my tool belt as tools for when things start to get a little shaky or things start to get, I start to feel uncentered. So I have these tools in my tool belt, dance being one of them. Awesome, Pink Souls. Glad you figured it out. So I would love if everybody would share a little bit. Maybe you want to type in the group chat just what is something that maybe is going on right now in your world that feels kind of stuck. What are some of the limiting things you're putting on your physical body, your physical self? What's going on physically? If you just want to type that into the text box right now, that feels a little bit stuck. And the physical might be affecting your emotional world as well, but let's focus on the physical for this particular moment. So just type it into the group chat if you can.
Could you give an example of what you mean?
So my friend is here, and he says that his leg feels stuck. He just got in he's kind of dancing around over there and got into an injury. He has an injury, so it feels like there's some stuck energy around his leg. So like maybe it might be like your shoulders are really tense. It might be that, yeah, so Anur says the back of the neck and upper spine So for me, I sometimes have this tension like in the middle of my forehead. So that's what I'll write. Nice. And maybe I'd like to invite everybody just to take a moment just to tune into that part of your body. So whatever that part of your body might be, if it's a couple, pick one, and just take a moment to breathe into that part of your body. Just give it a little bit of attention. And take a moment to notice how it feels and how it might be affecting the rest of your being, your body, your vessel, your vehicle. Is it kind of centralized in one area, or does it kind of seep out and affect other areas? Just notice. And then let's rub our hands together. And get your hands really nice and hot. And then just place your hands on that particular part of your body. Place one hand on that part of your body and the other hand on your heart. And breathe there.
You place it on whatever part of your body doesn't feel well.
And just take a moment to imagine what would it feel like if you could imagine that that area of your body is being showered by the most amazingly powerful waterfall. If there was just water just pouring down on that part of your body, just kind of melting away any tension. Imagine how amazing that might feel. Imagine how your tension might melt away as the water just falls, pours over that part of your body. So a lot of times, our bodies just want a little bit of attention. And when we give it that little bit of attention, it eases up a bit. So maybe you guys, if you want to type in the group text, any changes that you might have felt or any things that may have come up while you were doing this little exercise here. So I really love Osho's teachings because he teaches a lot about just playfulness. And so a lot of the techniques that I'll share with you tonight, maybe they, to the outside person who might be watching it, could seem a little silly. But for me, they're some of the most powerful techniques that I've learned, and they're very, very simple. And a lot of times people come into meditations with me and they think that it needs to be a certain posture, it needs to look a certain way, and it needs to be serious. And I have a totally different approach. It can be playful. It can be spontaneous, that it's not always going to be I'm sitting in lotus position. Sometimes I'll just be walking down the street or sitting on the subway even, and I'll drop into this deep space of stillness and presence. So we're going to stand up again. And I'm going to go into the dark, but it's okay because you don't really need to see me. All you need to do is hear me. So, standing on your 2 feet, again, neck to the soles of the feet to the ground. Maybe you want to just stretch your body out for a minute before we start this next piece. Closing your eyes and just taking notice of how you're feeling. What are the emotions or sensations that are coming up for you? And what we're going to do, this next technique is actually, it's very simple, it's shaking. So imagining that there's like an earthquake happening beneath your feet, and you're just going to shake. And as you're shaking, your body and your spine is creating this like a yes movement. Your spine and your head and your body is saying yes. Imagine you're just shaking out all of the dust, all of the tension. So your feet are grounded, your knees are soft, your pelvis is rocking back and forth, your jaw is loose, your shoulders are melting down, your mouth is open so you can breathe out through your mouth. And maybe you want to do a couple sighs, just breathing in and sigh out. Maybe you want to laugh, maybe you don't. Whatever comes out is perfect. Whatever you're feeling is perfect. And imagine that you're just shaking out all the dust, that you're going from this rock-like being into water. That everything's just rolling off you like water. And you're becoming water. And we're just going to keep shaking. Saying yes with your spine. Your eyes are closed. Whatever comes up is totally allowed and perfect. If you need to make sounds, if you need to yawn, if you want to make weird faces. Shaking, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your elbows and your fingertips, relaxing your eyebrows and your eyelids and your eyeballs, relaxing your belly, and breathing. Keep shaking. Stay with it. Your spine is saying yes. Your body is saying yes. It's like every cell of your being is shaking. Every molecule in your body is shaking and vibrating and releasing and saying yes. shaking and breathing. And slowly come to a stop, still point. And with your eyes closed, just noticing, feeling, feeling. And noticing the qualities that are present in this moment, in you, sensations. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And if you feel like it, you can maybe type something in the box to which kind of expresses what your experience is, how you're feeling yourself. And just as everybody's kind of typing in, just enjoy whatever it is you're feeling. I think maybe somehow, somewhere we were conditioned to not enjoy things, not enjoy all of our feelings, but just to go through the motions. But just take this moment to really dive into this deliciousness that is you, that is this feeling, buzzing being. Just enjoy yourself for a moment. There's a beautiful quote by Osho, and he says, accept yourself as you are. For there is nobody who is like you. There will never be anybody like you. Accept yourself. Love yourself. And this is one of the most important things. Celebrate your uniqueness. Love your uniqueness. Acceptance is the milieu in which love grows, in which love blooms. So I already kind of feel myself, like the quality that I'm feeling in me is more soft and still and silent. And it's amazing how just simple things like dancing and stopping and observing and shaking and releasing these tensions from your body can just bring one more into the present moment, can make this moment so much more full and delicious. So I'd like to share another technique, and this one is they're all really fun. I really love doing them, and this one is gibberish. Gibberish is speaking in a language that you don't know, and so what we're going to do, how this structure works, is we're going to pick, maybe somebody think of a number and type it into the box, a number between 1 and 5. 4, 3. Okay, so the first one was 4. So we're going to do 4 minutes of gibberish and 4 minutes of silence. So I'll do a little example of gibberish. It sounds sort of like this. Sounds like that. And what gibberish does is it kind of like, it does this thing to your brain, because we have all of these words and all of these thoughts and all these ideas in our brain, and a lot of time they're just like repeated phrases that we heard, or things maybe that we heard on TV or the radio. Gibberish helps to kind of break all of these things up and free our minds a little bit. So we are going to start. I'm going to say go, and then I'll turn on some music to cue us when to stop, and then I'll turn off the music, and then we'll sit in silence for 4 minutes. Okay? Is that clear for everybody? Just type yes if it's clear, or if you need more clarity around the structure. Okay, yes, yes. Some people are still, so maybe I'll say it again. So we're going to speak gibberish, which is, okay, good. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to do gibberish for 4 minutes. I'll stop us with some music, and then we will sit in silence for 4 minutes. So we are going to start now. Now, silence for 4 minutes. And just noticing again where you are without trying to understand it at all. Just be where you are. And whatever's happening is perfect. Whatever's going on is perfect. Just let it be. And with your eyes still closed, just want you to imagine that, just go a little bit deeper for a moment. Like imagine that you're going deep into wherever you imagine your core to be, your center. This pulsing, juicy, alive, brilliant center. And just soak in the brilliance of your being, of your still yet pulsing center. Soak up all this goodness, all this juice. Breathe deep in that space. Soak it up. So much that when and as you open your eyes, you bring some of that essence back with you. So originally I had kind of left the kind of last 5 minutes for questions, but I'm not sure if there are any questions. But I want to open it up if you guys have any, if there are questions or reflections or just sharing about your experience, reflecting on what your thoughts about maybe integrating this practices and how to integrate their daily life or into maybe a practice that you already have.
Hi, this is Laura. I'll share.
Hi, Laura.
I know it says I'm in war, but that's because I'm signed into my partner's Gmail. But thank you for this, and I feel really good right now. I feel really like loose and relaxed, but I also feel kind of grounded in my body at the same time. It's like a nice balance. Um, and I like the concept of active meditation. I have a little one. You guys, I think most of you know I have a little one. So sitting down and doing stillness meditation does not work for my lifestyle right now. So I've been really like, exploring the concept of like active meditation, whether that be I'm holding her and we dance around the room or, things like this or whatever. So this really like you said, it adds some things to my toolbox that I can incorporate. Like the gibberish thing was really good because I'm a very like mental person and I have a lot of thought traffic, and I feel like that just like broke it up and dissipated it, and then there was like this really nice silence I could just sink into after that. So that was really cool. And all of them are really cool, but I want to leave time for other people to share. So thank you again. That was really, really awesome. And you pronounce it Ashni? Awesome.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, little one, for being here with us.
Yes, thank you.
So I think Laura was asking, how do you pronounce your name again? Is it Ashni?
Yeah, you can say it like that's perfect.
Okay, cool. This is Ivy. I typed it in the box, but I enjoyed it. Like I said, also have a really active mind. And today was actually perfect because I was thinking a lot about an old situation that really needs to go away. So the gibberish and shaking was good to kind of just, free up that mental debris that needs to go somewhere. So thank you.
Thank you, Ivy. You're so welcome.
So how did you pick up these techniques?
Well, I'm a sannyasin in Osho, and I became a sannyasin, I think it was about 10 years ago. And I actually first encountered him through the meditations. I did the first meditation that I really fell in love with was a dynamic meditation, and it was really physical and really cathartic, and I was dancing a lot at that time, and I was actually practicing Buddhism for many years, but I didn't. It started to be too rigid for me, and I needed something that was more liberating, um, in my view. And I found Osho, and I was like, yes, I get to like breathe and scream and kick things and dance, and then fall into this amazing deep stillness, and it just touched me and moved me a lot, especially living in New York City at that time. It just, I had so many things that were just so much tension and so distractions and just physical tension, physical and mental tension. That technique, I did it for 4 years, for an hour a day. And after 2 years of doing that technique, the facilitators, they asked if I'd like to be trained. And so they trained me, and I practiced that. I was training for a year, and then I practiced, like, kind of offered it for a year. And I've been just offering these techniques ever since and diving deeper into them and really seeing the amazing benefits they have on my life. And it's not like, again, it's nothing, it doesn't need to look any certain way. And I think that for me really was the key, that I don't need to look a certain way. I don't need to be a certain type of person to do these meditations. Anybody can do it. There's no right or wrong. It's just whatever you feel. And it's just dropping into accepting yourself and celebrating yourself wherever you are. If it's in a amazingly happy and joyful space, or it's in a space where you're like scared, and a space where you're really fresh, and whatever it is, just enjoying that. And I really appreciate that invitation from Osho, and as such, I love to share these meditations, because it's really been such a liberating force in my life. So that's kind of a little bit in a nutshell.
Yeah, as you said, I think I'm going to do this going forward when I'm actually trying to meditate, because when I sit down and try to meditate, it's just so much. It's sort of like that Buddhism approach. It's so much going on in your mind that it's hard to get to that point of stillness. So this is a good way to shut you up a little bit mentally so you can just be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and there are so many techniques. Like the shaking is actually part of an hour-long technique called Kundalini meditation, which I was sharing when I was in New York, and I sometimes share here in Costa Rica. And there's about 12 active meditation techniques, and they all involve different things. Some of them involve breathing, some of them involve sound, some of them involve movement, some of them involve all of those things. So I'm going to just type a website. I'm going to type Osho's website into the box so you guys can check out more of the active meditations. And then I'm going to put my website in here so you can kind of check me out and see more of what I'm doing and where I am. I'm living in Costa Rica right now, and I'm in the midst of organizing some amazing retreats down here, and so I would love for people to just come down here and experience these things firsthand. I also have an amazing 7-day online program that is all about living your dream. And so I invite you also to check that out. And I just want to thank you guys for being here and showing up and allowing me to share these tools with you. I'm really, really grateful uh, for these simple things in life and to share them with you all. And I'm really glad that you all are here. I hope you all enjoyed it and that you can take some of these tools. You're so welcome. Thank you, beautiful souls. Have an amazing, amazing night, an amazing rest of your week. And I hope that this energy that you touched tonight touches you for the rest of your week, for the rest of your night, for as long as it will. So bless you all. Love you all. Thank you so much, sisters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good night, you guys.
Good night.
Good night.